There are some celebrities who are leading the charge to save the planet. One of them is Leonardo DiCaprio, a regular in the annual People's Climate March and producer of several environmental documentaries. They tackled one of humanity's most pressing challenges in his latest film, Don't Look Up. Before Don't Look Up, there had been a slew of apocalyptic films inspired by anything from extraterrestrial invasion to climate disaster. The apocalypse in the Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence-led picture is brought about by a trigger utilized in a number of 90s disaster films, including Armageddon and Deep Impact, a comet from deep space. While much of the science in earlier catastrophe films is questionable, the ending of Don't Look Up deviates radically from this trend, in a message to open our eyes to the situation. Heroes aren't just depicted in movies. There are many of them out there doing everything they can to safeguard the world, and such a mission is one of the toughest and most arduous. Elon Musk is the brightest person in this era. If you look at his companies, you will see how serious he is about saving humanity, not only the planet. So today, we'll learn about the science behind Leonardo's film and Elon Musk's promise to cure the problem, as well as NASA's deal with SpaceX to save the world. The human species has little defense against such an impact, even if it isn't within our lifetime. Mother Nature determines when that will happen, and scientists know that it will happen one day. The Earth is currently threatened by over 2,000 asteroids, comets, and other objects. New ones are found each day. We haven't seen an asteroid of such destructive power since the space rock that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. Occasionally, smaller objects still capable of flattening a city crash into Earth. Near Tunguska in Siberia, on June 30, 1908, one a few hundred meters across devastated 800 square miles of forest. Professor Fitzsimmons encouraged amateur astronomers to assist space agencies like NASA in tracking potentially deadly asteroids. One of the goals of an upcoming mission is to prevent space rocks from hitting Earth. But the mission needs help selecting which rocks to observe. A probe will launch in 2024 to measure the movement of a smaller moon of an asteroid knocked out of its orbit by an earlier probe. It is possible for astronomers to contribute to the mission by identifying as many asteroids in the mystery region beyond Neptune, known as the Kuiper Belt. It is hoped that the mission, run by NASA and the European Space Agency, will pave the way to an asteroid deflection system. Some scientists think firing a nuclear bomb at space rocks threatening our planet will be more effective than using this technique. In Don't Look Up, a comet collides with Earth. Despite the film's unfavorable reviews, Adam McKay worked hard to ensure that his movie was based on scientific facts. Dr. Amy Mainzer was hired as the film's primary science consultant. Mainzer is a former senior research scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and teaches planetary science at the University of Arizona. Unsurprisingly, her primary interest is studying asteroids and comets that are potentially headed toward Earth. Filmmakers based their decisions about the type of object which would approach Earth in the film on realistic concepts about size, speed, and energy levels required to create a catastrophic planet-wide event. The actors themselves brought a passion and knowledge to Don't Look Up that Dr. Mainzer found both refreshing and encouraging, as did their interest in getting this kind of cautionary tale, even the one done in satirical terms, to the public. While Don't Look Up does not end well for humanity, Dr. Mainzer adds that the present lack of faith in science is what keeps her awake at night, not whether an asteroid would ram into the Earth and crush us into dust. Dr. Mainzer informed Den of Geek, "It doesn't mean every person has to be a scientist. That's not the point at all. It's that we need, as a society, to know enough about science to be able to use the tools of critical thinking and hypothesis testing and peer review to be able to make good decisions on a whole host of issues. We need to be a scientifically literate society. We really do." Despite the tragic ending, the good news is that heroes do exist in the real world, not only in the movies. Elon Musk's SpaceX has two options for this problem. The first method is to adjust the asteroid's motion. If this sounds crazy, let me tell you that SpaceX launched a tiny NASA spacecraft in November of last year, the first $330 million Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART. The mission was just beginning. The spacecraft will take 10 months to reach its destination, a 525-foot wide asteroid called Dimorphos. that encircles a half-mile-wide parent body called Didymus. Neither poses any threat to Earth, either before or after the DART encounter. However, the double asteroid system is an appealing target for DART because the probe's impact can be observed from Earth more accurately by precisely measuring how the moonlet's orbital period around Didymus alters as a result of the collision. Elon Musk still has a lot of fears about how the planet could be destroyed. He believes that artificial intelligence, as well as climate change and asteroids, have the potential to end the Earth. Despite his belief that the sky is about to fall, Musk is typically prepared to battle to prevent it from doing so. And Musk has stated that mankind requires a backup plan in addition to its proactive attempts at self-preservation through the development of sustainable energy. It appears to be the one he is most passionate about, and the one that is still in its early stages, bringing humanity's collective to Mars. It all begins with the Starship, a totally reusable rocket being developed in Texas. It is capable of transporting more than 100 people or 100 tons into space at the same time. SpaceX hopes to host the first orbital trip in 2022. The objective after that is to send the first humans to Mars in the 2020s. This is the first step in constructing a full-fledged metropolis of 1 million inhabitants on Mars by 2050. Musk's ambition for the city is to be self-sustaining, so that even if regular supplies from Earth were to cease, the city could continue to function. It's an ambitious vision, but Musk isn't going to stop there. Musk's goal is to push mankind over what is known as the Great Filter. For context, Musk is discussing a solution to the Fermi paradox. That paradox, created by nuclear scientist Enrico Fermi, questions why we haven't found any proof of alien life, despite the fact that it's so prevalent in the cosmos. In other words, where has everyone gone? Musk speculates that one of the major filters, he likes the plural, might be the difficulty to become multiplanetary. If mankind can overcome that obstacle, it would have conquered one of the most critical impediments to reaching an advanced stage of civilization. Right now, we're all on Earth, and we're all dealing with the same dilemma. So let me know in the comments what option you favor: defending the Earth from all impeding catastrophes, or transforming mankind into a multiplanetary species. Thanks for watching.